Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Friday, October 10, 2025. Today on The Young and the Restless, Tessa comes up with a new plan of action. Victor tells Jill about Colin's last job, and Jack tries his luck with Kane. At the ranch, Victor complains about Jill giving Kane the benefit of the doubt, as Nikki points out he's still being deceitful after all these years. Jill is baffled that Victor thinks he can change her mind about him. They go over Kane threatening everyone in town, and Jill insists he's backed off. There isn't going to be a war, she confidently declares. The Newmans, totally unconvinced, tell Jill that she clearly doesn't know how Kane built his empire. The real story isn't pretty. Jill informs them that Colin turned over legitimate businesses to Kane, and they did very well. Victor chuckles at the idea that Atkinson was reformed. Nikki tells her that Chateau in Nice was swindled from the De Leon family. Victor says it was Colin's last job, and there's no way Kane didn't know about it, or even participate in it. Jill doesn't want to believe this, of course, but Victor claims to have a letter from Madame De Leon to one of Colin's aliases. Jill, sticking her chin out, says letters can be forged. Victor warns she's backing the wrong horse if she backs Kane. Jill insists Kane wouldn't lie to her. Getting to the point, Victor says Ashby trusts her. They need her to get the AI software. Jill, amused, figures Victor wants her to then turn it over to him. Jack shows up at the Kane train, and Ashby says he's been expecting him. Taking in his casual clothing, Jack surmises it was a rough night and that his conscience is kicking in and giving him a hard time. They get into it about why Ashby played carrot and stick with Billy. Jack takes Kane to task for being cruel to Billy and points out he also has unhealthy obsessions. Kane admits he and Billy are too much alike. He tells Jack that he's decided to give it all up. He's reconsidering who he wants to be. Jack doesn't believe anything Ashby says. Kane insists he's resetting. Jack says, "Prove it. Get rid of this software program. Destroy it and bury it forever." Kane, smirking, wonders who would oversee that. "Do you have somebody in mind, Jack?" Jack replies, "As a matter of fact, I do. Me." Highly amused and still smirking, Kane doesn't trust Jack to destroy it either. He might want to use it against Victor. Jack says he and the mustache on the same page these days. Kane muses that he could give it to Phyllis or Billy. That would be fun. Jack sniffs that no one is having fun. Kane points out they all have their own agendas, just as they're accusing him of doing. Jack suggests there is one person Kane could trust: Jill. Ashby chuckles. This is why Jack summoned her back to town, isn't it? Turning serious, Kane declares he's not a monster and only wanted Chancellor in the first place to forge peace between Billy and Jill for her sake. Jack's skeptical, but Kane shrugs that it's the truth. They debate whether Billy would have destroyed the company. Kane tells Jack he realized Billy was too erratic to take on what he was offering. Jack doesn't like this, but Kane points out he turned his back on Billy as well and said, "Enough is enough." At the park, Tessa and Daniel debate how Sharon will handle the truth about Maria. Daniel assures her she's strong. Tessa flips to worrying about Maria being in danger from the man she attacked. Daniel reminds her the man can't get to her in the clinic. Tessa muses, maybe we need to get to him first. Daniel is skeptical about approaching Hensley and points out Maria may not be the only one in danger. Tessa realizes he could figure out who she is and pouts that it was a dumb idea. She fumes. This is so frustrating. Daniel wishes Chance was around to give them advice. Tessa rants that Maria's being haunted by Ian Ward from beyond the grave. How do you deal with a man that's not even there? They pace around as Tessa rambles about wanting to know what happened in that room. Daniel warns her to stay grounded. Tessa decides she needs to see Maria and tell her she knows what happened. Daniel worries Maria may refuse to see her and Tessa will be disappointed. She's undeterred, and Daniel admits she's a force. As he lists off her other attributes, his feelings surface. Swallowing them back, he tells Tessa he's rooting for a happy ending for them. At the ranch, we're still on the AI software, as Jill surmises that Victor wants her to get it from Kane and hand it over to him. What could go wrong? Victor smoothly assures her it would protect Chancellor from attack. Jill astutely points out it would give him immense power. She walks out after Victor agrees to email her a copy of the De Leon letter. Outside, she grimaces. Inside, Victor tells Nikki he expects Jill will run right to Jack Abbott. He'll confirm Kane's a threat and tell her they have a solution. Nikki wants to know if Victor will destroy the AI software. Victor just needs Kane to believe he's destroyed it. Nikki asks if he's planning to use it against Jabot. Did he team up with Jack so he could put a knife in his back? Victor chuckles. At the park, Tessa goes over all the ways Daniel's been there for her. He's just happy he could do it. Tessa, touching his arm, says he's been more than just a friend. You've been my best friend. She pulls him into an embrace. On the Kane train, Jack thinks Ashby can understand his complicated dynamic with Billy, given that he forgave Colin. Kane insists his father changed. Jill walks in and Kane says she saw it too. Jill asks to speak to Kane alone. Jack wants to have a conversation. Jill wonders if he'll try to fill her head with negative things about Kane the way Billy and Victor have. Jack asks, "Is it working?" Jill replies, "Well, that remains to be seen." Kane looks unnerved. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.